What's up, party people? This is Jason White, CEO and founder of Witness Riches, the 700 Club. I'm chilling in our back area, uh, you know, sipping on a drink and smoking a cigar. And I figured, while I work on our website really quick, why not go live and share some information with you that's going to help you better prepare yourself when you are looking to improve your credit, take your finances to another level, and just be prepared for whatever life may bring your way. And the information that I want to share with you today is 4 mistakes that you want to avoid when paying collection accounts. Okay. So as you know, I own a credit repair company, and we help people improve and boost their credit scores. And oftentimes we run into situations where, clients are eager to take their credit to the next level, and they end up doing things that we wouldn't recommend at a certain period in the program. And what I want to make sure, whether you're working with us or not, is that you don't make these 4 mistakes, okay? So really quick, what I want to do is I want to know who's with me. Let me know who you are, where you're from. And then while you share with me who you are, I'm going to share this on a few of our other pages so that more people who are a part of the Witness Riches community also can get this information. So let me know who you are, where you're from, and then we're going to begin shortly. But today I'm going to be talking about 4 mistakes that you want to avoid when paying collection accounts. So I'm going to share this information really quick. In the meantime, I want to know who you are. Let me know who you are. Isaiah from Toledo, right around the corner. What's up, man? Right around the corner. I love it. Who else is here with me? And while I am sharing this, if you can do me a favor, if you can like and share this video as well so that people that you know can also get this information, I definitely appreciate it. Kevin Benz from Florida, living in the ATL. Isaiah, feel free to reach out to us on Monday. We'd love to answer any questions or concerns you may have. Try to get you on the right path to the 700 Club. Who else is with me? Today we're going to be talking about 4 mistakes to avoid when paying collection accounts. And I have a couple more groups to share this in, and then we will get started, I promise. There we go, this one. On live. All right, and then one more group. Can I get the contract information to sign up? George, that information is available once you begin the process. It'll be, I believe you get automatic access to the portal. And once you get the portal, contact information. I'm sorry. We're open Monday. Our number is 419-824-0004. I'll provide that information in the comment area as well. But we open Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. To 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday, okay? One more group, and then we're going to get started. But, I'm very eager to make sure that you all get the right information because, as you know, people share anything. I have a lot of experience when it comes to helping people boost their credit scores and, getting them on the right path to the 700 Club. I wrote a book, been in business over 5 years now. We have 8 employees. We're continuing to grow, helping thousands of people. And the information that I have in this little brain of mine, I want to make sure that, the least that I can do is, share it with you. Because at the end of the day, as you all know, anybody can improve the credit score. But the strategy may be a little different. And I want to make sure that you all have the right information. And at the end of the day, if you do need help, just reach out to me. And myself and my company, we'll love to help you, okay? But anyway, I am sipping on a drink and puffing on a cigar, working on the website, and I figured why not go live and share some critical information because a lot of you are working on your credit and you're looking to make moves, and I want to make sure that nothing hinders your success. So oftentimes, like I said, people are looking to improve the credit scores, and they look at their credit report and they see a bunch of derogatory information. They see late payments, tax liens, judgments, collections, charge-offs, whatever it is, you name it, it's there. And they look up information online, and people will tell them to do things, and then they'll try it, and then the next thing you know, they find themselves in a deeper hole. And the information I'm going to share with you is going to help you avoid, setting yourself up for, further hindrance to your credit score. Okay, so when you are dealing with collection accounts that are on your credit report, this is specifically to accounts that are on your credit report. You have to be strategic with your approach. First and foremost, of course, we want to dispute that with the credit bureaus, because I always say that it's important for you to make sure that the companies who are reporting the information actually can verify it, because oftentimes information is mixed due to other people having similar personal information as you. Okay, so of course dispute that. But the first mistake that people make when they're disputing accounts on their credit report is, under law, furnishers, people who are reporting information about you, must contact you to verify the information on your credit report. And one method that they try to do is they'll try to call the number that they have on file for you, and they'll call you. And what you need to understand is their approach is not to try to help you out. Their approach is to try to settle the account, try to get payment, because they receive a commission for every account that they get paid on. And their job, their sole mission while they have you on the phone, is to be efficient and to try to get either a payment out of you or a payment arrangement. Okay. And what a lot of people do is they shoot themselves in the foot because they accept these phone calls. And these phone calls are not for you. They're for the company to collect payment. And at the end of the day, all they're interested in is making a payment on this account. And making a payment or making a payment arrangement can hurt you in several ways, which I'm going to share about as we go further into this conversation. But you never want to talk to debt collectors over the phone, okay? There are two different kinds of debt collectors. There are collectors who were hired by the creditor, and there are debt collectors who actually bought the debt, okay? So we have a debt collector and then we have a debt buyer. They are governed under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, and they must basically abide by that law, okay? Both companies, both different kind of companies. And at the end of the day, you don't want to set yourself up for failure by talking to these people over the phone, because one, you can mess up and say something that you're not supposed to say, and they can use that in court if they ever try to sue you. And then two, you don't want to make a payment arrangement without doing certain things first, okay? So if a company is calling you over the phone, what you want to do is, of course, answer the phone and let them know that, hey, ABC Collection Company, I appreciate the phone call. I was totally unaware of this. However, I do not feel comfortable talking about this over the phone. I would like it if you can send me verification in writing. I do not want to accept any further phone calls from you. Take me off your calling list. That's all you have to say. You do not have to have a conversation with these people. Now, of course, they're going to rebuttal and say, well, you didn't pay your account and you need to satisfy this account. And while we have you on the phone, we'd like to take care of this. You do not have to have any further conversation. All you have to do is, repeat this. ABC Collection Company, I appreciate you bringing this to my attention. However, I had no knowledge of this account, and I do not feel comfortable talking about this over the phone. If you can please send me that information in writing, a correspondence letter, I'll definitely appreciate that. Please take me off your calling list. Repeat that until you're blue in the face, and then you don't even have to, wait for them to acknowledge that. Hang up the phone, okay? The first mistake that people make when trying to pay collection accounts is they try to do it over the phone, and they end up shooting themselves in the foot. And the way that they end up shooting themselves in the foot is, for one, there's something called a statute of limitations. In your state, there is an expiration date for the debts that you have outstanding, okay? And this expiration date is based off of the date of last activity concerning that account, okay? So, for example, I use this state a lot because it's easy to remember, but in the state of California, their statute of limitations is 4 years, okay? So let's say that you had an account in 2010 that you stopped paying 2012, okay? 4 years from that date of last activity, 2012, 4 years, they have 4 years from that point to sue you and try to obtain that debt, okay? However, once that 4 year time frame expires, 2016, you are no longer legally responsible for that debt. Meaning that if they try to take you to court, you can get the case dropped because it now has expired. The statute of limitations has expired on this debt, and you are no longer legally responsible for that debt. Now, you can pay it if you want to, but you're not obligated to pay it, okay? Because it's no longer considered a open account that you are held responsible for, okay? So the second mistake that people make is when they're talking to these debt collectors over the phone, they make a payment arrangement or they acknowledge the debt. And what they do is sometimes they restart the statute of limitations. When you acknowledge an account and you making a payment arrangement, you now restart the date of last activity. Okay. So the date of last activity is very important, and you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot by acknowledging the account, making a payment arrangement, and not looking into the statute of limitations for the account and how you get that information. Okay, so the second mistake that people make is not looking into the statute of limitations for debts that debt collectors are, basically alleging that you owe. You're not looking into that statute of limitations. That's the second mistake. The third mistake that people make is they never request debt validation. Debt validation is your way to have the debt collector, basically prove it to you. Okay, they have to prove it to you in writing that you are basically held responsible for this debt, meaning that they need to provide documents. They need to provide a proof of contract. Okay, the contract, of course, signed by you, stating that you have opened up this account and that you're responsible for it. Also, in that contract, there must be an assignment clause that gives them the original creditor, that is, the ability to sell that debt or to assign it to a new company, because now a different company is, asking you for funds concerning that debt. And if that contract does not have an assignment clause, then the company who is trying to collect on it cannot. Okay. And also what you need to know is whether or not the original company that the debt was through actually gave the collection company the authorization, or if they bought the debt. Basically, we need to see a proof of sale between the original creditor and now the new debt collector. We need to see a proof of sale. Okay. Because remember, there are debt collectors and then there are debt buyers. The debt collector, we need to see the assignment. It has been assigned by the original creditor to the debt collector. If there's no assignment clause, the debt collector cannot collect. However, if the debt buyer obtains the debt and buys it, we need to see a proof of sale between the original creditor and now the debt collector. And if there is no proof of sale, how do we know that this debt is actually real? A lot of people pay on debts they have no idea is real or not. They just pay it because the company was very manipulative, and what they were saying sounded true. Okay, but we can't go off of people's words. We have to go off what they can provide in writing. And if they can't provide that information in writing, like I always say, if they can't prove it, then if it's on your credit report, they must remove it. Okay, so the third mistake that a lot of people make is they don't request debt validation to get that information in writing. Okay, so the first mistake, don't talk to people on the phone. The second mistake is you don't look into the statute of limitations. And the third mistake is you don't request debt validation. Okay, debt validation can save you tons of money, because what I found is a lot of debt collectors cannot provide that documentation. Okay, now it gets a little deeper, but we'll go into that on another date. But the fourth mistake that people make is if the debt is theirs and the company actually is able to prove it, what they do is, instead of trying to get the account deleted properly, they will make some kind of payment arrangement and try to pay the balance off. And what this does is it does a couple of things, because if it's reported on your credit report, the credit report also has something called a date of last activity. And remember, credit bureaus grade you off of recent activity that has occurred over the last 36 months has a huge impact on your credit score. So if you have an account that was opened in 2010, closed in 2012, and the year is 2018, that means that account is 6 years old, okay? And you pay on the account 6 years later, what you have done is you have re-aged the account to more recent standing. It is no longer a 6-year-old account. Now it is yesterday's account. Yesterday's payment history is now reported on your credit report, and now it looks like a more recent derogatory account on your credit report. And instead of you trying to get the account deleted, now you have updated the status to a paid status. And unfortunately, a paid status is just as bad as an unpaid status. And now that you have paid that account, it has been re-aged. It is not only just a paid status, but now it is a more recent derogatory, and your credit score drops 50 points because you paid this account and you weren't strategic. Instead, what you want to do is you want to negotiate a payment for deletion. That is Company A, ABC Collection Company, in writing. Okay, we negotiate in writing. We don't talk on the phones because we need to have a paper trail. In writing, I will pay this account as long as it is paid in full and you delete it off my credit report. Okay, if that is not negotiated, the collection company could care less about your credit, and they will just update that status on your credit report. And of course, it will show as a paid status in a more recent derogatory account, and your credit score can potentially drop 50 to 100 points. See, this mistake happen a lot of times. Okay, so the four mistakes that people make when paying collection accounts is: one, they talk on the phone; two, they don't look into the statute of limitations; three, they don't request debt validation; and then four, instead of negotiating a payment for deletion, they make some kind of payment arrangement to settle the account. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to set yourself up for a success and make sure that you avoid these four mistakes. And if you can do so, your success rate will increase dramatically, and you will see an improvement with your credit score if you are strategic. And what I found is a lot of people, make mistakes when trying to pay collection accounts, and just be careful, okay? And if you can use this information, gain from it, you're setting yourself up for success, okay? So I just wanted to share that with you all to make sure that you get, the proper results that you're seeking. If you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Our clients, our number, feel free to reach out to us. Contact your credit champion or client champion. And if you are someone who is in need of help, of course, I own a credit repair company, and we would love to serve you if you have given us the opportunity. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add our information in the comment area. But while I do that, if you can do me a favor, if you can, hit the like button maybe once or twice and share this on your newsfeed, so people who are also looking to improve their credit could get this information, I would really appreciate it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is include that information in the comment area. And in the meantime, feel free to reach out to us if you need any help. We also have a lot more informative videos on our Facebook and YouTube channels, so feel free to look at that information. But I'm always here to help you, and hopefully this information was helpful. But yeah, let me get a like or a share or something. Like, dang. Reach out. All right, there we go. And then also we're open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. So again, thank you for joining me today. I just want to make sure that you all get the right information. Today we talked about 4 mistakes that you want to avoid when paying collection accounts. If you ever need any help or assistance, feel free to reach out to us. Again, our number is 419-824-0004, or visit our website, the700club, creditrepair.com. Again, thank you all for joining me this evening. Again, my name is Jason White, and I'll see you in the 700 Club. I'm out. Peace.